One of the things for me that from all the way back to when I was an instructional coach and a school administrator that was really, really important to me is I realized that change happens when you meet people where they are. You can't do a one size fits all approach. You can have a framework, you can have an approach, you can have different ways in which support shows up, and what you do shows up. But if you don't really take the time to figure out where people are and where they want to go, it's not going to be sustainable because it's not going to connect to them. And when I think about conferences and trainings and stuff like that, that's, I think, sometimes where the gap gets missed, because you get all this information. While it's all great and good, it doesn't actually meet them in their current reality and where they are. And so one of the things I am constantly focused on is, even though Come Home has its approach, even though Come Home has its different ways in which we show up to support, ultimately those are parts of the conversation, but that's secondary to where you are and how we actually support you where you are in relation to where you want to go. That might look completely different from one place to another, to another, to another. That's been a little interesting to navigate as I've tried to build Come Home, because a lot of people just want, what's the blanket thing? What are the things? And I can share with you information. I can give you what we're all about. I can give you some results and outcomes and things that have been noticed through this work and what our approach looks like. But at the end of the day, it's really about the conversation and understanding where you are. Because if I can understand truly where you are and know where you want to go, then we can take all the things and stick it to the side and say, okay, well, how do we craft all of this to make sure we're actually supporting you guys in your journey? Because everyone's at different points. Every leader and educator in their own personal approach are at different points. Every institution and university and school is at different points. And for me, it's about making a lasting impact and really supporting you to make sustainable and lasting change. And we can't do that until we really understand where you are and where you want to go. And so I'm just constantly reminded and constantly in conversations of, here's what we have, but more importantly, we need to figure out a way to take the time to just communicate, talk, understand, because it's through that conversation that we can pick and choose and decide and determine what it's going to take to really support where you are to where you want to go. So it's been tough at times because it's not as cut and dry. But again, I'm not trying to create one size fits all approaches. It's truly individualized to where goals are, to where strategic plans are, to where educators and leaders are, and ultimately helping you move forward in a way in which you guys want to go. So